Today I'm gonna give you a full tutorial into the Crypto.com app. Show you how to use the app, how to send money to the app, buy your first crypto, stake a crypto to get passive income paid to you weekly, and of course how to use the amazing debit card they're offering. Before making a switch to Crypto.com, I've really tried so many apps out there. Starting off with Binance, where I never really liked the interface, then moved to Kraken, which is strong and established and secure, but again, the interface is just clunky and I don't really like it at all. Then I tried Revolut, which is actually where I buy my stocks, and I love the app for stocks, but for crypto it's really bad and I advise against using it because you can't really transfer your crypto to another broker. You actually have to sell it and you can't really transact in them. So it's not really an ideal broker to keep your cryptos in. Then I moved to Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, which is really nice and I really enjoyed it, and I still use it for certain times because buying crypto on Coinbase Pro really saves you a lot of fees. And for big purchases, I still use Coinbase Pro and then transfer it to another wallet, usually to my Crypto.com app. So I like Coinbase and it's great and it's really good to get started, but I just felt there was something missing. They don't really have staking rewards, which I really enjoy because I can put my crypto to work, so it pays me passive income. And also I wanted to use a crypto debit card. They have a Coinbase card, but it really gives you little benefits. So then I started shopping around and I did another video where I compared various crypto debit cards, and that's when I started getting interested into Crypto.com. They have such great offerings and the best debit card out there. And the company is just growing tremendously. In the last few months they've invested over 1 billion in sponsorship deals. They're the main sponsors of UFC, Formula 1, which I love, and many other sports. And most recently they bought a Staples Center, one of the biggest sporting arenas in the world in Los Angeles, which used to be called the Staples Center and is now called the Crypto.com Arena. And that just shows you they want to be mainstream. They want to become the Apple of cryptocurrency. So whenever you think of crypto, you think of Crypto.com. I love the vision. I really respect the founder. They have a great team. They're growing tremendously, making great updates to the platform, have a fantastic coin themselves, the Cronos Coin, and I'll talk more about this in a second. So for me, Crypto.com is definitely my favorite crypto exchange of choice, and I'll definitely recommend you to give it a go. If you're interested, click my link in the description below. You sign up to the platform and get the Ruby debit card or above. Both you and I get $25. And hey, who doesn't like free money? Alright, so let's dive right into the app. So as you can see, Crypto.com is definitely my favorite app right there at the home screen. So I open it and use it every day. So once you log in with your Face ID, that's where you're going to be greeted with all your accounts. And I'm going to go into what each of them mean. But basically this gives you a snapshot overview of what's happening with your cryptocurrency. But as I said, it's a full deep dive tutorial. So let's start with home over here. You're going to be seeing your total balance, what you have in all your accounts, your earnings and your debit card, your interest and your Fiat Wallet. All together, that's the balance you have. Now I'm really happy with this. Obviously I started only this year investing in crypto and I've had some really nice gains. The biggest one actually being from Crypto.com itself. The Cronos Coin actually produced the biggest results and the biggest gain I had, and I'll get to this in a second. But as you can see, my balance just dropped. That's of course part of cryptocurrency because when you invested it, it is very volatile both ways, up and down. So you have to have a strong stomach to not panic when the market moves against you, because it happens quite often and it probably will happen again. But in recent times, I've been making some really good progress and some really good returns using the Crypto.com app. Here you can see all the various coins that are listed. I have favorited my coins. You could basically see all the coins that are out there. You can add any other coin to your favorite. These are my favorite coins that I'm really monitoring. You can obviously go into each of them and see what's happening over there, get the score and the valuation. You can see how do you feel about Ether today. Of course, I feel very good, and it kind of shows you the overall sentiment. Most people are feeling good, some people feel negative, and it just kind of gives you an idea of what's happening in the markets, how things are performing. What I also like here, you can put, for example, alerts. So if you click into Bitcoin, you can basically put yourself a price alert, so you get notified when there is any price action happening. So I set myself only for the Cronos Coin, and as you can see, if Crow is down by more than 10% within 10 minutes, and vice versa, if it's up in 10 minutes, I want to be notified as well. So that's really interesting. You can change the percentage, you can change the time frame. So if it's up by 5% within half an hour, because you want to get interested, if you want to buy or sell. So really quite interesting. I don't want to have too many notifications because again, I know there are swings in the market. I'm a long-term investor, so I'm not too concerned if there's a little up and down here and there. But overall, great tool to have, obviously. And yeah, so basically all of them give you a nice overview of what's happening in the market. Personally, I don't really like it too much for research. There are greater tools out there. I really prefer CoinMarketCap, which gives you much more insights and better graphs, etc. But for a basic charting tool, it's really nice to see what's happening. You can obviously compare how a certain coin develops compared to Bitcoin, and it shows you top gainers for the day in the market. Sometimes you find some real gems here. If you talk about the growth of 85% in a day, usually you talk about the altcoins, obviously. Something I usually try to stay away. as I invest more into the established coins. Something new they introduced, it's called missions. So that's quite interesting, especially when I get started. They offer you different basically challenges that you complete, and by doing that you get diamonds, and then these diamonds end up in your vault, and you can redeem those vault for surprise gifts and mystery boxes. And I've done a few of those. So basically, as you can see, you can invest. You can, for example, buy cryptocurrency for $20 and you will get 5 diamonds. And once you have a certain amount of diamonds, you can then redeem it for a mystery box. And in that mystery box usually is Crow coins. So it's just kind of a way to gamify and incentivize you to buy and get started with crypto investing, which is nice. Personally, I don't use it very much because it's just, I think, for beginners to get the ball rolling, but nice tool nonetheless. Then we have Supercharger, which is also something unique for Crypto.com. It gives you very high staking rewards for a particular cryptocurrency. So for example, you can invest right now your Ethereum. You would get an approximate 28.5% APY, that means annual interest on your crypto, but basically it's only valid for the next 38 days and 22 hours. Usually they change from time to time to different coins. As you can see here, they used to have a HBAR coin, which gave you 21%. Sometimes I've seen coins with up to 100%. But again, this is very short term. This is really something to play around with a little bit. But as I buy mostly established coins, the Bitcoins, etc., they're not usually in this, more like some new up and coming altcoins. So I'm not really too interested into this. I prefer staking rather than supercharging. And then of course, in the end, you have a bit of crypto news. But once again, it's quite basic and I really prefer CoinMarketCap for that. Then of course, from here, you can do your trades right away. You can buy cryptocurrencies, etc. But I'll do that usually from another screen. You can also transfer in and out of your positions. But once again, I usually do that directly from my account's wallet. If you click over here, that's the Crypto.com pay part. So basically, once again, you get quite a bit of good discounts. If you buy gift cards from them, you see whenever you buy popular brands like Amazon, etc., you get double the reward that you would normally get. So for specific times, there's specific promotions, and it can be quite interesting. I haven't really used that much, but quite interesting if you want to give somebody a gift card and you're actually getting cash back up to 10%. But again, I use mostly my crypto debit card for spending, and there I get even better returns in the long term. You can top up your mobile phone using Crypto.com app and once again get cash back for this, which is great. You can also scan and basically scan somebody else's QR code and send them directly money from the app. And lastly, once again, you can send money directly from app to app, and you actually get 10% cash back on that, which is great. And if you press on this bubble box over here, you have basically your customer support, which honestly, I must say, in the past, I've been really blown away how fast, how responsive, and how useful their reply have been. And I really like their customer service. All right, so now we're back to 50,000. So just another 200-300 in the last few minutes or so. So again, it shows it's very volatile, but don't get too scared, especially as your amount gets larger. There can be swings of a couple of thousands within the same day. So don't get discouraged. It's just part of the game. If you click on this icon over here, you obviously have all your settings. So here you can change your profile, your address. You can change also your payment currency. So whatever country you're in, you should use the country's currency where you're living in. It makes things easier. Change your language. You can sign up for PayString. So that gives you a much more memorable wallet address rather than the very complicated one we're using now. I'm not using this because I'm fine to just copy and paste from any wallet that I'm sending my money to. App customization. So here you can basically change the landing page, whatever you land in. If you want to have your accounts page or the home page, I like my accounts page because I can see right away how my accounts are doing. You can change your refund currency. I have it set to Crow Coin because I really love Crow Coin. I think it's going to grow massively going forward, but you could change it to Bitcoin. So whenever you have a refund from one of your transactions you had in the past, you can basically get it paid to you. And I like Crow for that. That's the choice of my refunds. Again, in terms of security, definitely make sure to enable Face ID. Have a long, difficult password in place. Use two-factor authentication. I'm using Authy for that. So whenever I do make a transaction, I have to double confirm it with the Authy app code that is giving me. There's also the anti-phishing code. So basically, whenever you get an email, which you get every time you do a transaction, you can change it also in the setting later, but any email, official email you get from Crypto.com, you can send a specific word that basically shows up at the top of the email. And that's great because sometimes you have some spam emails, right? When they say, please make sure to change your account settings or your password has been cracked, please change it. That won't happen because they won't have your phishing code. So even if they try to imitate the email, it won't be the same, and you can really identify it by the phishing code you set yourself. So I really like that, and it's yet another security feature, and it shows you that they really take security very serious. In terms of tracking, obviously you can opt out, which I did. I don't want to be tracked by them. And you can change your notification settings. And then you have all the rest. You have the fees and limits that you can read here over there. And of course, they also have a Crypto.com DeFi wallet, which is another app we'll talk about. But basically, that's for DeFi, where you can really have your own keys on your phone. Right, with this, let's go into the account. So once again, here we are in the full overview, and you can see really what you have in your wallet. If you click on this pie chart over here, you can really see what's your allocation in terms of the various cryptocurrencies, and you can see what is your biggest holding. As you can see, Cronos Coin is my biggest holding. That hasn't been the case. I only started investing a few months ago and it grew massively. That's why it happened to become my biggest holding. It previously was Ethereum and Bitcoin, but Cronos Coin really grew so strongly, which now became my biggest holding. You can also see the various products you're having. So most of my money is in Crypto Earn. This is the staking platform of Crypto.com, and I'll speak about this in a second. And the second part is my crypto wallet. So going back, once again, you have the 4 overviews, and very simple to think about. Your wallet is basically where you're holding all your cryptos. That's basically the wallet where all your various coins are in there. And that's the same in Coinbase and Kraken. They all usually have a crypto wallet. Here you can see all the cryptos that I'm holding that are not being staked, because if they're staked, they go into Crypto Earn program. That's why you see Ethereum and my Bitcoin is quite low, because they're actually in the Crypto Earn program. So when I go into my Crypto.com coin, which is the Cronos Coin, you can see what I have here in my balance. And from there I can see basically I own 28,000 Cronos coins, which is equivalent to around 20,000 euros, which is great because I only bought crypto worth 9,000 euros. So it grew over 10,000 euros within a matter of weeks, which is really fantastic. And I think in the long term, Cronos Coin will grow way more. It currently sits at 68 cents. It has already been at around 80 cents. But I think going forward in the coming years and the way they're growing and the platform is growing, in the future, €1.50 or €2 is really nothing too surprising. And I think they're going to really grow going forward. And from here, I could buy some more Cronos Coin if I wanted, use my credit card, my crypto wallet, basically use any of my other coins to buy, or my Fiat wallet where I have my actual euros stored in. But I don't want to buy right now. I could of course also sell and once again, convert it into any other cryptocurrency, or basically convert it into fiat money, i.e. euros in my case. Or of course I could transfer it out. I could basically withdraw them, or I could deposit more. So very simple, really. That's why I love the user interface. And as you can see right here, I have my Cronos stake. So this is basically the money I staked in order to get the debit card I'm having. I'm now having the Royal Indigo card, which gives me 3% cashback on every transaction, free Spotify, free Netflix, free airport lounge access, which is amazing. And yeah, so basically I have to stake for 180 days, 3,500 euros worth of Cronos coins. And you can see these 3,500 already grew to 14,000, which is massive. Plus I'm getting the cashback on top of this, and I'm getting another 10% staking rewards on that money. Which is incredible, and that's being paid to me into my Cronos Coin wallet. And here, if you go down, you can basically see all the cashbacks I'm getting from every transaction. So whenever I spend my money, anywhere I go, online, offline, shop, whatever I do with my debit card and I pay for it, I get 3% right away into my Cronos account. So the more I spend, the more that grows. Imagine you get 3% cashback on 100 euro transactions. So that's basically 3 euros you get in cashback today. And the cashback is paid to you in Cronos Coin. So as the Cronos Coin grows in values, those 3 euros, if one day the value doubles, actually worth 6 euros. So you do this over time and your entire cashback becomes worth so much more. And that's why I'm really bullish on this. And I actually plan to hopefully very soon be able to upgrade to the next card, which is the Icy White. I really would like to have it, but I need to have 35,000 worth of Cronos coins. And then I get the following. I get another additional guest for the lounge access, which is great. I get up to 12% Cronos Coin staking rewards. I get 5% cashback on every transaction, which is amazing because again, that accumulates so much faster than only 3%. And you get much higher staking rewards. So meaning if I put my crypto to work, right now on my Bitcoin, I'm getting 6.5% interest. If I would upgrade to that higher card, I would get 8.5% interest on my Bitcoin, which is amazing. 8.5% guaranteed return on one of the safest cryptos out there. And I'm really looking forward to upgrading. So yeah, and then you see my other coins and basically this is what it is. If I go into Bitcoin, for example, you see here Crypto Earn. And again, this is what I get paid for staking. So all my staking rewards for my Crypto Earn part, which I've shown you before, is paid to me every 7 days into the respective wallet. So basically last week I was paid, if I click into this, 6 euros just by staking my Bitcoin. So if the Bitcoin goes up in value, that amount also goes up. As you can see here, if I would only have the Ruby card, I would get 4.5% interest. As I have the Indigo card, I get 6.5%. And if I would once again upgrade, I would get 8.5%. So there's real incentive for you to accumulate more Cronos Coin, to upgrade, enjoy higher rewards across the entire platform and across different cryptos. And that's pretty much all there is to it in the crypto wallet part. So then we go into Crypto Earn. And that's basically what they call the program for staking. So here, what you do is you transfer from your wallet currency you want to stake. And it's very simple. All you have to do is click on the plus button over here, and then you select any of the currencies you basically have. Obviously, I don't have most of them because I only have a couple, but let's say I would like to stake Bitcoin. So I go into Bitcoin, I select it, and here you can select your staking term, how long you want to stake for. The longer you stake, the higher rewards. I could do flexible staking. That means whenever I need my Bitcoins, I could basically withdraw them and sell them right away and within a matter of minutes. However, that would result in a lower staking percentage. So as you can see, that would only give me 2% staking rewards. However, if I want to do a 1 month, which is 30 days, that's more manageable. I can kind of understand what will happen in the next month. I would still get 4.5%. But for me, as I'm very much a long-term investor, I know I'm not going to sell anytime soon, despite the price. I'm going to go for 3 months, the longest period, because this is going to give me 6.5% interest per year. So let's go ahead and select 3 months. Obviously, you have to agree to the terms and conditions, which we'll do over here. And then we go ahead. And then you have to select how much of your Bitcoin you want to transfer. Well, right now I don't really have any left because most of it is already in my earning platform. If you had some over here, you could allocate those. Right now I have too little because there is a certain minimum, 0.005 you need to stake. So you can't just stake 10 euros, it has to be a minimum amount. But basically if I had enough, I could put this over here and put it to work. I would confirm, click the button, and it would go into my staking pool. And basically, as you can see here, I have already put quite some of my cryptocurrencies to staking. And you can see here, some of them are running out in 52 days, others that are staked later in 63 days. So all of mine are staked for 3 months because I wanted to have the highest return. As you can see right now, so far I earned 162 euros. My goal is to build this up even more. And of course, if the price for it increases of the crypto, that earnings also goes up because you're being paid in the cryptocurrency, and that is then calculated in the equivalent fiat amount. So the higher the price for the crypto goes, the more my earning reward increases as well. My goal is to get this number up to 1,000 euros and passive income every month, which would be amazing. And the more I build up my crypto over time, I think this is really feasible. Plus, as I said, once I upgrade to the next tier of debit card, I'm actually going to get much higher staking percentage on all of them, and that will bring me much faster to my goal. If you go on the question mark over here, you basically see what you get for your reward. So for example, you can see all the coins that are worth staking. I really started liking Polygon and Polkadot because they give me 12 and 12.5% interest on my coins, which is amazing. Some other coins are obviously less. Cardano only gives you 3%. So you get a good overview of what's worth buying. I don't only buy based on staking, of course. I really look at the long-term value of a coin. But in addition to that, I really look into this because, of course, you want to have some nice staking rewards from your coin. If I only had the Ruby card, which most people start off with, including myself, then obviously your rewards are definitely less. If you upgrade to the Jade, immediately your rewards get higher. And once again, if I upgrade to the next level, it will be even higher. So it really is worth to invest into the Crow coin. And as you do that, overall, you get much higher returns. So yeah, if I go into one of them, for example, my Ethereum wallet over here, I click into it. The term is for 3 months with only 52 days left. And my amount I staked is around 10,000 euros. I get 6.5% staking rewards per year. So yeah, your total earnings are obviously displayed in Ether. And what happens over there, you're gonna get paid every 7 days, which is amazing. But you have to know it's not a compound interest, which we always talk about, but it is a simple interest. So what it means is you get your interest paid not into your earn program, but into your wallet. Because if it was in your earn, next time I would get 6.5% on a higher amount than it was last week. That would be compounding over time. That's not the case. It's paid into your wallet, but that's still fine, right? Because I can, after 3 months, restake it at a higher amount than I had before. So it just shows you the transaction history here, how it was paid, the amount that was paid. So last week from that staking unit, I got 13 euros paid, again, into my Ether wallet. And that's really all there is to it. So really simple, love the platform, and it's so nice to every morning when I wake up, I see how much passive income I got. If I wouldn't have staked, I would just be sitting there and I would have missed out on the money. So it really doesn't cost you anything else, and there's no real difference. If you leave it on your wallet or in the staking rewards, for you there isn't really any difference. The only thing is the lockup period. But for me, as I'm a long-term investor, I'm really not scared and planning to sell anytime soon. So getting passive income for staking my crypto, it's amazing, and I'm gonna continue doing more of this. So going back to the accounts overview, next up we have crypto credit. So basically here you can use your credit rather than staking. You can use your crypto as collateral to get a loan basically, which is not something I do, and I really don't recommend you because again, as crypto prices are quite volatile, you may have to pay back quite a lot. But if you need a short-term loan and the bank doesn't give you one, you can actually get a loan within the app, which is amazing. At 8% interest, it's of course fairly high, but again, compared to some credit card companies that charge you 12 to 15% for late payment, maybe not a bad idea. But personally, I'm not using it, and I really wouldn't recommend you using crypto loans. Then we go into the Crypto.com Visa card. So this is basically where your Visa card details are living. You click into this and you can see how much money you have on your debit card. And again, it's a debit card, so you can't really go less than zero. So you would always have to top up. So if you come close to zero, you just send money from your fiat money or convert some of your crypto, you top it up and you'll be able to spend. You can have different currencies, but again, as my main currency is euro, I'll leave my money in euro. And then to top up, it's very simple. I can just click top up over here. I could use any of my cryptocurrency and I would convert it, but I usually don't want to do that. Or you can use your credit card, and for the first months when you sign up, there's no fees, but afterwards there will be a small top up fee charged to you. And usually that also shows you the fiat account. Right now I don't have money in my fiat wallet, but if you had money sitting there, and I'll show you how to get money into it, there would be a fiat tab over here. So you would click that, and that would basically within a second use the money in your fiat wallet to top up your debit card, and that's the fastest and the cheapest way to do so. That's the one I always recommend, but if you want to use your credit card or your crypto, you can do that as well. And again, from here I could send money to any of my contacts or friends, and I could of course exchange some of the money I have here in my debit card and convert it and buy cryptos with it. And then here you have all the transactions basically that you did in the past. So whenever you spend money with your debit card, it would come right away here. You can see all the transactions you had, and you will see all the cashback you got for it. It doesn't yet have a lot of analytics. It doesn't show you which categories you're spending on, but they said they will be adding this in the future, which will be amazing, because Revolut, for example, has this, which is really nice to easily see how much you spent in a month on which categories and which vendor you spent the most money with, but I think soon that will be added as well. If you click over here, you can actually see all your card details. You can easily freeze it within a click of a button. You can freeze the card in case you lost it or it got compromised. You can change your base currency, once again, if you want to use another currency, but I'll use euros. And very important, once you get your card and you plan to use it internationally, or you want to buy internationally from vendors outside of your country, definitely enable international full usage, because at first I didn't have it enabled and I couldn't do a transaction on a US website, so definitely make sure it's turned on. And then of course you can see to view your card number, so you can see all the details. And with these details, you can buy anything online, etc. Even if you don't have your card yet, because sometimes the shipping of the card takes quite a while. To be fair, I still didn't get my card, but there is no need for it because I actually use everything online. And unfortunately right now, the crypto debit card doesn't work with Apple Pay in Europe, but there's a workaround. You basically sign up to Curve Card, and I put a link in the description below. Very simple to sign up. So by using Curve, I can pay with Apple Pay using my Crypto.com Visa card, which is amazing. I get the cash back. So if you live in Europe and you want to use your card through Apple Pay or Google Pay, definitely sign up to Curve. So going back into my accounts, lastly, we have the Fiat Wallet, as I said. So this is where you basically transfer your money into it. My wallet is set up in euros, but you can have dollars or any other currency. And here you basically transfer your money from your bank account into the Fiat Wallet. And once it's in the wallet, you can send it to your debit card, you can buy cryptos, you can stake it, whatever you plan to do with it. And it shows you once again all the transaction history. But most importantly, obviously, if you want to send money into it the first time, once you open, there's zero money in it. You basically press on transfer. And then there's the button deposit. There's deposit when you want to put money in, or withdraw. You basically press on transfer and you put on deposit. So basically it pulls up the currency you want. So I have euros, and you press on it, and then it pulls up all the details you need, and then it pulls up the details you need to send your money to. So all the banking details of the Crypto.com app, and you're basically just gonna copy those details to your bank account. And the best is really using SEPA payments. So basically you go to your bank account, copy these details, and then all you have to do, go on your online bank, use those details, send the money via SEPA payment into the Crypto.com Fiat Wallet. It literally takes a matter of minutes. It's there, it doesn't cost you any fees, and the money will arrive in your Fiat wallet, and from there you can start using it. And another second it takes, top up your debit card, and you're good to go. So really simple process, very easy. You can even send this to your email, so you can just copy paste it into your bank account, and super simple, and I love it. If you want to withdraw, let's say you made some money on your crypto, you convert it into euros, and it's in your Fiat wallet, you simply go into transfer, and then you press withdraw. I want to withdraw in euros, you click over here, and that's important to know. You can only withdraw the money into the bank account that you used to send money into it in the first place. That's obviously made to avoid money laundering. So basically it's very simple. All the details are already there. You just select the amount of money you want to transfer. As I said, right now I have zero amount in my Fiat wallet because obviously I have everything in crypto. But if I had sold something, I would convert it into euros and the amount would show up. I would transfer it and it will be back into my bank account within a matter of minutes. So super simple, super easy. There's no fees. I love it and it's just amazing. Right, and that's all there is to it for the account sections. All right, then the next button over here is the track button. So that's kind of similar to what we've seen in the home screen. It just once again gives you a bit more analytics into each coin. So if you want to start browsing or get inspired by some of them, you can see how the markets are performing. Usually, again, I don't really go into this because I like the Coin Market app so much more. You can see over here, if I pull this up, I get much better insights. I can go into each. I have much nicer overview. I can see really how the coin is trending over a certain period, see how much is in circulation, the news. It's just a much better, cleaner app for analysis. But again, as a beginner, it might be a good indication to see how things are performing and keep an eye on your favorites. And of course, I skipped the biggest button of all, the Crypto.com main logo, which basically brings up a summary of all the shortcuts that brings you to all the parts of the app that we've already been through. It's still a very good way to get oriented, especially in the beginning when I started using the app. It was kind of my base to go through there. But as you use it more and more, I don't really use that button much because I know where everything is. But once again, it kind of highlights, the various things, your wallet, the tracking, the Fiat wallet, recurring buy, which is something you can set up if you want regularly to buy crypto. So it will take money from a Fiat account and every month buy it for a certain amount, that specific crypto that is specified. So if that's something you forget, but you want to kind of dollar cost average into buying crypto, it's a great tool. I don't do that because, every day I'm in the app, so I know exactly when I want to buy something. But for somebody who wants to just set it and forget it, it's a great tool as well. And yeah, other than that, obviously we went through the card, we went through the pay, supercharging, the earning program, and the missions. And again, sometimes it shows you certain promotions here with booking.com up to 25% off using the crypto.com debit card, which is great. And one great thing, it kind of shows you in terms of bonus, it gives you an overview of how much cashback you did so far. So simply by buying coffees and other things for my everyday expenses, I earned $64 in cashback, which is amazing. And if I would have used my normal banking card, I wouldn't have made this money. So the more I use it, the longer it goes. And even if I upgrade one day, this number will really start growing and allow me to invest more money in the future. And of course, you can see the referral bonus you get. So far, one of you signed up, which I really appreciate, and hopefully more will follow because it really is an amazing app. And if you do, really appreciate if you use my referral link in the description below, and both of us will make $25. So there you have it, guys. Really one of the simplest app to use and one of the most versatile. From opening to buying crypto, from staking it to selling it. And I really believe that it brings crypto to the masses. It makes it simple, not overcomplicated. And I do believe it's the future of cryptocurrency. And as it becomes more popular, more and more people start adopting it. The value of the Cronos Coin goes up, and in the process you're gonna get higher rewards. So honestly, this is my app of choice, and if you're a beginner or started already with some other platforms, really give it a go. It's one of the best platforms I've seen, and I really tried a lot, trust me. So I'm really confident that you're gonna love it as much as I do. If you have any questions on anything about the app, let me know in the comments. I always answer all of the comments from you guys. Next up, check out the video over here. As always, I thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Stay blessed, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.